That has to be the sorriest launch I've ever seen. On a dirt road like this, should have been kicking up twin rooster tails, Dukes of Hazzard style. But we have a fix for that. This is our 1998 360 Magnum.
They're nice.
If you've been watching the channel, you've seen us rebuild this. And now it's time to get it in there. This is the original engine of the car. It's a 273. It was a great project to learn how to rebuild engines on, but yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing and it came out pretty lackluster. Not happy with it. So it's coming out. But before we can yank the 273 out, we got a lot of work to do. We're on to day 2 of our Magnum swap. I spent most of yesterday removing everything necessary to get the engine out. This is really hot. Got a radiator, fan, alternator, pulleys. All that's left is to disconnect the headers from the exhaust and pull the center link, and out she comes. Let's do this.
Missed me.
Okay, yeah, I can already see where this is going. Removing head from underneath exhaust pipe. Knucklehead completely forgot to disconnect the starter. I cannot wait to have my own lift.
3 hours later.
I was under the car so long that my wireless microphone shut off. Ended up getting the starter out. It was a pain, as usual. Then I made the brilliant decision to let's try to pull the engine without actually removing the center link. Let's see how that worked out. Okay, that sucked. But the center link is almost out. There's one tie rod still connected, but it's out of the way. So yeah, let's try this again. Well, our 273 is out. Just need to pull a couple of more accessories off this. Gonna need the crank pulley and the alternator bracket. I was considering trying to get this guy out, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Definitely gonna have to cut that down or it's never gonna fit under the hood because this thing's tall compared to the 273. And our other issue is right here. There's a little bit of interference with our alternator in the engine block. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fabricate a new bracket. First time fabricating something. This will be fun. I definitely dinged it up a little bit. But other than that, I like it. This is not the distributor in its final form. This is the ProForm distributor off of the 273. We are actually going to replace that with a dual sync distributor, part of the Holley Sniper EFI system. That way the Sniper can control the timing as well as the fuel. Next up, I want to get my engine mount brackets moved from the 273 over to the 360. That is also going to require some finagling because, yeah, one of them doesn't fit. And this is our passenger side. This one shouldn't have any problems. This one should be the correct size. We'll find out in a minute. Ta-da! It's go over the 360 and check it out. So the problem here seems to come with this ear. This ear only has a single hole. Well, the way this mounts in here, I need 2 holes for this ear. And if I go this side of it, I don't know if that's going to be enough to hold. But what I could do is try to see if I can add a second ear to match up with this one. I can make myself a little template from this side, cut out the steel on this side and weld it in right here. Let's give that a shot. Up we go. Hot ass attic. Find some steel. Not only did I find steel, I found the original temperature sensor. We got a little piece cut out and ready to go. I'm gonna take it, drop it in here, and just line it up so to make sure the holes are done. And I'll put in a tack right there just to hold it in place. And then I'll take the whole thing off and finish welding it up. Clean it up, give it a coat of paint, and then we'll try it again. Now that we've got welds on both sides, we'll let that cool for a few, grind it down, and check and see how it fits. Got a weld on that side, a weld on that side. We've got a nice little hole drilled. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this thing on here. Not perfect, but it'll do. It will do. One side down, one to go. Problem with this one lies in that there's a gap right here. We're gonna need some form of spacer. I happen to notice that these nuts fill that gap perfectly. So I'm gonna see if I can't find another one this size and use that for the spacer. Then we can get this driver's side one secured and move on to getting the transmission off the old engine and onto this one. This engine hoist is actually a rental, and I rented it when I did the 273 initially. The stand is actually built to fit around this. I borrowed a buddy's Harbor Freight with the Y-arms and couldn't use this. Kind of sucked. So basically, all I'm gonna do here, get her relatively lined up, crack this lightly so it doesn't slam down in place. Come on, there she goes. Down nice and easy. All right, front's down. I think we're short of 2x4 back there. That's better. Try again. Down nice and easy like. There we go. Give her a good shake. That ain't going nowhere. Well, probably. So since I've got this thing pretty much out in the open, I'm gonna go ahead and slap our flex plate on here. So for our flex plate, I'm actually looking at a B&M 10241. This is specifically for a 360 Magnum to a 904. I found it on eBay, which was pretty fortunate because they stopped making these in like 2004. Score! So this is indeed balanced for a 360 Magnum, and our holes are spaced correctly for our torque converter as well. Normally, if you're using the stock Magnum flex plate, you gotta bore out one of these holes a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and slap some Loctite on these and get them in there. There we go. So now that this is out and on the run stand, I've got a few things that I need to get done on the car before I slap this thing back in. I probably don't say this enough, but thank you for watching. If you're new here and you want to see more, I've got a couple of playlists. There's this one on the Dart here, and this one, which covers this engine. I hope to see you back soon, but until then, adios muchachos.